Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Jofo here, and I am back on some Pillars of Eternity for you guys. And I'm trying to remember exactly what I was doing. Sorry. Oh yeah, I still have to find a way into the temple. It should be near... He said it should be near the south gate of the Copper Lane district. But I mean... Go a little bit faster here. From what I can tell, by the way, at the moment, all my characters are named characters. So I don't have any... I'm not paying for anyone to fight for me at the moment, which is kind of cool. I've just been in Crucible Keep. That's right. I wasn't going in here. No, this is infuriating. So I don't like games that give you obvious markers, but give me something.
Politics, infighting, greed, and a shrine to Margaret as well. Her clergy belongs there.
I have no idea where I'm supposed to be going. The south gate of Copper Lane, like, that's literally... Takes 15 minutes to travel from one side of the city to the other. Well, if I can't find it, I'm gonna screw that for now. I'm actually gonna go do the So I'm playing another character for fun to see if I can see the different classes basically, and to basically see if I'm missing anything in the game. And I discovered a whole quest line to kill Raedric, and I think I want to do it with this character. He's kind of a crazy guy. He's killing people for no reason.
A campfire would be good.
Well, whatever happens, at least we're out of that mud hole, Gilded Vale. I grew up in Gilded Vale. Quaint. That's what I meant to call it. No, you had it right.
The elderly man paces back and forth, taking short, hobbled steps. His gaze is distant, and beneath it are the dark rings of many restless nights. He appears to be having a conversation with someone who isn't there. And the way you fought cutting down 2 at a time, we shared quite a victory, you and I. The man looks up. Oh, by the flames. For just a moment I thought I heard her. He put a hand on his cheek, catching his breath. What troubles you? Just the memory of my youth in the North Watch Rangers, trials and adventures from a lifetime ago. Of late, the memory of the lost battle and fallen friends have been especially vivid. It's been nearly 60 years. We were known throughout the Deerwood then. We thought we'd adventure together forever, collecting coppers and inspiring songs. That was until we faced Helig the Thane. He was a wizard whose experiments in necromancy left a trail of bodies, some reanimated, from Solace Vale to Midwood. We tracked him as he fled towards the Valian republics, catching him just west of the Lake of Drowned Tombs. We were fools. Seasoned as we were not prepared for his foul magic. Our numbers were nothing against his power. A wiser man would have ordered a retreat, not me. By some curse of the gods, I was knocked out, and when I awoke, my rangers, my Rowena, they were all dead. My friend, my comrade in arms, and my love. We'd planned to adventure together until we grew old enough to settle down and enjoy our fortune. Young as we were, we couldn't imagine anything would tear us apart. I know this sounds like an old man's madness, but I hear her, a voice just over my shoulder, calling to me in my dreams. At night, I see her wandering the catacombs beneath the city, trying to escape. Foolish as it sounds, I can't shake the idea that she's somehow down there waiting for me. I've even ventured below, though it damn near cost me my life. Were I half the warrior I was in my youth, I'd search every grave and rat hole. As it is, I'm stuck with this feeble body and the agonizing notion that my love is somehow down there beyond my help. There's an entrance just southwest of here, on the other side of the canal. He sniffs and wipes his eyes. You are truly a gift from the gods. If there's anything you can find of her. Enter the catacombs. You know what? I just thought of something. Maybe the way that I do need to get into the temple, maybe that is the catacombs. Okay, so let's find... I know I saw the catacombs somewhere. Catacombs. I don't think I can rest here, eh? It's gonna tell me no. Yeah, not allowed in this area. Okay. But I can save. Coom that stuff up. You? Do you have anything to say? No, you're just a dude. I wonder if I can camp in the catacombs, which is kind of funny if you think about it. It's funny though. I don't know why I've been thinking that the way to Woden Temple might be in here, Wodika Temple, but let's see. So far, every time I've needed something, it's led me to. Although I never found that thing outside the theater, though. I don't even know where the theater is, to be honest. I haven't seen anything that's called the theater. Uh-oh, ça commence bien. Dead Initiate. As you approach the dead man, you can feel the faint traces of his soul lingering, a stunned uncertainty holding it in place. When you near, without warning, the soul hurries towards you, as though you were a solitary light in the dark gloom of this place come to usher it away. Its essence invades your consciousness. You are in a different body now, walking deeper into the catacombs, cloaked in a dark robe with a mask pulled over your face. You're following a familiar path along the canal, heading to a room built around a statue of a figure wearing a robe much like yours. Others await clothed in hoods and shadows. Ahead is another figure dressed like you, traveling in the same direction. You don't know his name, and that's how it's supposed to be. Out of the darkness, something monstrous grabs the other figure. You turn to flee, but find yourself face to face with a troll. The panic pounding through your brain is interrupted by razor-edged teeth and claws. You snap yourself out of the dead man's memory. The corpse lies on the damp, grimy ground. His hood and mask are missing, and his clothes are shredded. Okay, so that's good to know. Ogres. Or trolls, sorry. I'm not too worried about trolls. Aye, these on the other hand, I don't like.
Some fermented caribou milk would hit the spot right now.
Would it? Fermented caribou milk? That sounds gross. I'm just gonna rest though, because... Let's rest. Alright. Ooh, damn, there's that troll. He wasn't there 2 seconds ago. She has something to say. Sagani draws up beside you, her fox following at her heel, and takes a seat next to you.
Even if you are putting one over on me, it's nice to have a hunting party again. "5 years for me. Must be 30-something for Ichimak." It certainly started out that way. It's been a long hunt. A long time away from my family. Before, I'd crossed the tundra of Nasitok following caribou herds. I didn't want to leave Kalu and our children, but I was eager to visit lands my people rarely do. But 5 years without finding him. It's like 2 hours of necking. I'm ready to be done with it. Soul recovery is an old village tradition. We call it the Tarnek Ilitsak. Once in a generation, we seek the soul of a much respected and long dead village elder. We tell him what's changed in the village, how people remember him. The only other Tarnek Ilitsak during my lifetime happened when I was a girl, not long after Persak died. We feasted on blubber and fermented milk for a week, and we honored the chosen huntress as a hero. Then she left, and we returned to our duties. We still sang her name to the skies during festival season, but we otherwise didn't speak of her.
You're kind to say so, but I'm not so fragile that I need my name chanted in the meeting halls.
It's not being forgotten by my village that troubles me. But sometimes I wonder how my husband and children remember me, if they think of me often.
I would like to believe it, and yet sometimes days go by and I realize that they have not crossed my thoughts. Such days are rare, but they happen. She looks away, tugging at the strap of her quiver. It shames me to think of it, but more than that, it scares me.
There's no point in dwelling on it. More often I find myself wondering whether Persak will remember us. You claim to see souls. What do you think? Do you remember your past lives?
She leans a hair's breadth closer. Really? What's that like? I don't envy you. Guess I'm lucky. I only have to worry about someone else's past life.
Makes me wonder what Persak remembers about our village. Or if a turn at the wheel has yanked the details out of his mind like it does for most of us. Masuk is probably much the same as it was 100 years ago. We live between tundra and frozen forests, and the land takes as much as it gives. But our hardships bring us together. And the elders truly unite us. They keep the stories of past generations, and they guide us from season to season, through good years and lean.
I'm very curious to see how everyone's personal story ties into the main storyline, or does it even at all? Like, is this the kind of game where basically I can run through the story and completely ignore all the little side shit from the characters I meet? Or, like, I'm guessing I could probably just not travel with any of these named characters and just buy a squad. Just, like, literally pay for people to follow me instead of having these characters. So, I mean, it'd be really funny to make an entire army of paladins or some crazy shit like that. That might actually be something interesting to try one day. But so far, I like their storylines. I just want to know if like these characters sort of relate to something else, the grander scheme. Like, are we going to find out that one person is hunting is actually the same person another person's hunting? They're just different bodies, the same memory in different bodies. Anyways. Itumak brushes against her hip and she catches his head. Recently, there have been a lot of good years. My aunts say we've had fewer clashes with neighboring villages thanks to the hunting territories that Persak helped establish. In bad years, we rely on trade with the merchants to pass our shores. We exchange walrus tusks and seal pelts for grain that last us the hard winter. Persak brokered a lot of those agreements too. He told us she holds up the bear figurine. He got this from one of the Amamua ships that used to trade with us.
That's what I'm supposed to remind him.
Sounds like you're on a hunt of your own, though. You feeling the thrill of the chase? Or ready for this to be over? Refreshing indeed. We've got darkness on our side. Shall we move? Yes. Yes, we shall. Okay, let's keep. I just want to see what the map, how the map is laid out here, which is always like. Okay, so there might be something up here. Where? Where? Oh, well, you're not at the right place, so fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Let's kill them slimes. Alright, that's a dead end.
That's it.
My bow.
Lavaru, be on seek!
Dead on!
Really? Helig of Thane, a lone figure is in tattered robes, shuffles across the chamber, muttering under his breath as you approach. The figure halts and swivels its head towards you. Its haggard visage is a labyrinth of wrinkles and sores, overgrown by a moss-like beard. What's this? Who disturbs Helig's work? He leans back and bursts into a raucous laughter. His threadbare robes drift apart, revealing an amulet and a ragged wound running from chest to throat. It spatters a black, vicious fluid on the floor with every cackle. Ugh. That old fool is still alive. I do hope he still doesn't bear a grudge for that incident. It was so very long ago. Oh, you could say that if you were to retrieve my grimoire from Modred. I'll let you in on the secret. Could try, but then you'll just end up dead. I don't know about that. When Animancy started gaining popularity, I came to Defiance Bay in hopes of finding a place where my research could meet with more acceptance. Worked at the Blackenberry Sanatorium for a few months when I met Modred. Let's just say Modred and I didn't see eye to eye. Got so bad we were threatening to kill each other on a daily basis. Obviously, that bastard made good on his threat. Sank a dagger into my chest while I was sleeping and dumped my body in the catacombs. Used Animancy. Oh no, this is magic, and it took a great deal of rather timely preparation, I must say. Even so, it merely anchored my soul to this decaying husk, nothing like the life that was stolen from me. And yet you see what a little Anguithan magic can do. My mind is my own, my memory is fresh, and my work can continue. And Modred? Modred keeps all that is precious to him in a trunk in his laboratory, just as he stole my grimoire. On your way to Blackenberry Sanatorium, then, bring me my grimoire and my revenge, and you can have your Rowena. Wait, don't I have his grimoire? I don't want to sound like pretentious or anything, but I picked up a bunch of interesting things recently. Oh no, Merwald.
Can't move now.
Whatever. Let's rest a little.
You're a newcomer to the Deerwood as well. What do you make of it so far?
That seems to be a constant in these parts. If it isn't trouble with the Glafathans, it's trouble amongst the Deerwoodans themselves. I find it strange that people surrounded by enemies should tear at each other so. Yeah, me too. They're a rather refreshing bunch, otherwise I think I've wailed away an hour or two talking to the regulars in one tavern or another, and everyone from the merchant to the servants has an opinion to share. Mm. Alright, sorry, I had to change the time for my stream. I'm going to be streaming Scholar of the First Sin tonight, around 9 o'clock. I decided to do it during the evening because I personally feel, I don't know if I'm right about this, I personally feel that more people are watching streams around my, like, evening time. So, like, 8 to 9 my time, if you will. Ah, okay, that's the way to the temple. Fantastic. Well, let's just finish clearing this out then. I have to go to the sanatorium. I probably should do that now. Let's kill everything. Start killing everything.
That's it.
Wait. What is that? What is it that my sword gives me? Like, my sword actually gives me something, but I don't know what. I don't know why it's flaming like that. Whispers of Yenwood. Okay, it's a unique sword. Accuracy of the properties. Reliable, slaying spirit of constitution +2, so it brings my con up to 2. Of will -3. Okay, that doesn't really bother me over much though. Okay. Okay. I want a better shield. Like, she doesn't have a very nice shield, I find. Give me the ooze. Give me your slime ooze. Give me your. Ooh, digesting coffee with no food in the stomach. Not the best idea I've ever had. Probably should get something to eat. We'll finish recording this episode.
Let's go.
You. That. What's the fucking U on that? U will definitely give me I said are you too high? Maybe it's too high.
Nafaru, be on seek!
Uligna.
I shall deal with this one.
Sacre!
I'd like to see their faces, the trolls, but so yes, I have to say that the combat at this point with a full team of guys with like maybe I'm not moving fast enough either for like my level and for the gear that I have, but definitely I see the problem with easy. Like it's really I'm literally steamrolling this stuff. I'm hoping some of the boss fights might be a little bit easier, a little bit harder, but we'll see. I'm not super complaining because, like I said, I just want to go through the story for now. We'll worry about a harder difficulty if I ever play it for myself. This is really just to get the story going so you guys can see it. You guys may think, oh, well, it's way too easy. Well, just understand that I'm on the easiest difficulty for combat right now. Like I'm not even trying to be a man. I'm just being a silly little pussy.
These ones are in for a walloping!
No. The hell is that? Wait a minute. What the hell is that? Wodaka hood. Well, that's cool looking. Well, you're wearing that for shizzle. What's this? A fine dagger. Doesn't she use daggers? She has a fine dagger and a fine hatchet. I kind of like that better. Yeah, I'll save that in case I get a rogue. I don't even know when if I'm gonna get a rogue, but we'll see. Okay, let's finish clearing this place out so we can go and do what he asked us to do. Go get his grimoire at the sanatorium. Okay, thank you, I see it. Morning Star, nothing good. Yeah, okay, so that had been... Aorn, this small Orlan man appears to have pulled together some crates and scraps of clothes to make a rather sorry-looking little camp. The thick fur on his limbs is matted, and his clothing smeared with blackening grime. He looks startled as you enter, his eyes widening in alarm.
Welcome.
Hello there. Wasn't expecting any visitors down in these parts. I've been a little down on my luck lately. Didn't have anywhere to stay, so I thought I'd come down here. Nobody pokes around in the catacombs much, not until you anyway. Haven't explored too much of it, to be honest. Got lucky finding this little corner of it, but let me think. Well, the canal there, that's Grogan's canal. Grogan was the dwarf that planned the whole thing. It runs up through the Ondra's Gift, spills out into the sea there. Otherwise, it's just a lot of bones. There's the Warrens for people that couldn't afford better, but it's all flooded now. The fancier folk they have their own resting places down here, drier places. Sorry, but I don't know anyone by that name. I know I'm not the only one down here, the only one who's down here. However, I hear voices now and then from across the canal. Sounds like they're coming from the northwest. Thank you. Okay, so I can't. Sorry, bro, I'm taking your shit. I hope you don't mind. Alright, so I can't have him come with me. That's fine.
I can do that. That's settled.
Brave Dalfilar Gili.
Ah!
That fucked his shit real good. Okay. And there's nothing else in here. Fantastic. So now my question is, do I go back to the sanatorium to get this quest done? Let's. Oh, what's this? Why didn't I open this door?
Brave Dalfilar Gili.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's it.
Traps here? There's gonna be traps here, I get a feeling. Nope, but there's gold. Yeah, okay, so let's go find the sanatorium. I'm trying to remember where it is. Okay, so we've been into the catacombs. We found someone who can help us get the chick back, but we need to get his grimoire from the sanatorium, and we found our way to Woedica's temple. So we have a lot of good leads for the next episode. That's actually pretty cool. you guys have to really let me know if you're enjoying this, because if you are, like, I'd love some comments. I'd love to get conversations going. If you guys have anything you know about this game that I'm missing, that I'm flying right next to the actual point or something, please, like, feel free to let me know. Yay, main keep construction complete.
Is it very cold? What creatures wander the tundra? How are your leaders chosen?
Do you always ask this many questions?
Well, that's just to get us started. Let me get out some parchment for notes.
Ask whatever you want. If I don't know, I'll make something up.
Okay. I believe it's in Blackenberry, so I'm gonna go to Blackenberry. Do-do-do-do-do. I love my new gaming chair. Everybody, I don't know if you know this, but I've been sort of gearing up for some stuff now to get more comfortable, to actually put more time and energy into this channel, and so I can be comfortable and not hurt my back while I'm doing it. I have a pretty bad back. I am like 42 years old, so you know.
Problems off on me.
They will use you, cast you off when it suits them. Never speak another word to you.
Maybe they just don't answer to fiery whore.
I think I'm going the right way, but I don't know. I am going the right way. I'm actually remembering this map already. That's kind of weird. I'm not well, no, that's not weird. So there are two things that I'm really good at in games, and it's not timing, it's not combat, it's not, okay, it depends on the game. I'm pretty good at Bloodborne combat, but anyways. It is like three-dimensional spatial awareness. I played a lot of WoW, and I've always been really good at not stepping in fire, at remembering maps. Even if they look the same, I'm usually pretty good at right away, like, figuring my way out, like my orientation and all that. My orienteering is actually very good in three-dimensional digital environments. And I really, for some reason, I can't even really explain it, because I always say I'm not very good in math, but for some reason, I really understand systems and how they affect basically everything globally. So without, like, I'm a huge tabletop gamer. D&D, Vampire the Masquerade. I started in the late 80s, early 90s. With Dungeons and Dragons and stuff like that. So like I'm pretty decent with systems, and I've always been pretty decent with systems. So I just understand them. My brain can just wrap around stuff. A bald man with a crooked nose gestures in demonstration over the still body of a patient before a small gathering of interested onlookers. Feeling your gaze, he pauses his discussion. Have you come to sit in? He gives an eager nod. It's the mission that attracted me here, the treatment of the disturbed. No one else seems to care about them. Here, they've worked wonders for them. I've seen people cured of insatiable hungers and uncontrollable urges. I've seen the crippled walk and the dysphoric smile, all within these walls. The thought that the Duke could put an end to it with a single order, it keeps me up at night. The table is set with an assortment of leaflets and booklets. The title of particular. Okay, so no. Obviously, the grimoire is not just going to be lying around somewhere. The music is very ominous in here. I like it, but at the same time, it leads me to believe there's something more happening here than what we see. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to fight this guy if I want the book, but I really don't want to fight him. I don't want any trouble with these guys. I don't want to be locked up. I might also have missed something in the mission, in the quest. Alright everybody, that'll be it for this episode. I really hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like. It really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it. Also, please subscribe if you want to see more of this great content, and anything else that I'm going to be doing. I'm working on a Vampire series. I'm recording more episodes for my Dark Souls series. I'm sorry, I don't play that much as I wish I did, because I'm really into this game right now. Yeah, so you guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!